Alright, today we're going to try and build a team that focuses on the Flounder. And the Flounder is a unit that I've used a bunch of times in videos already, but I guess I haven't really explained its ability properly. So here it is: eats 2 food, transform and give the 2 backmost friends 1 experience. So this is incredibly useful. I think I showed this in a video the other day that if you combine this with, say, a cow and sell both units, you can get 2 chocolates for 4 gold. So it's extremely efficient in terms of gaining that experience that you need to power up your team very quickly. And in order to try and make use of it, I wanted to incorporate Cyclops. So Cyclops is one of those units that, I use it all the time for gaining permanent levels, but I probably don't keep it in the team all that often, even though it is very good. And actually you can see the Cyclops ability here in action. We level up a pet, it gives +1 chocolate the first time that you level something up in that turn, and then it also gives 2 mana. And so the build I want to go for is having a level 1 Chimera, double Cyclops, and then Flounder, and in battle the Flounder is going to trigger the level ups on the 2 units at the back, and then the Cyclops are going to give extra experience, get the Chimera to level 3, and also pile a bunch of mana onto it at the same time. So we get the Chimera already with the gingerbread, and that's all we're going to need. We don't need any more Chimeras. We're going to have the Flounder give enough experience to get it to level 3 in battle eventually. But we would like another Cyclops, because one Cyclops by itself, even at level 3, isn't really going to give enough mana for the Chimera's ability to be relevant. So it looks like we're going to lose here. The summon that come out of the Chimera with only 2 mana are just way too small there. But we will set up the Cyclops with the gingerbread as well. If the Cyclops levels up in battle, then the trigger count will reset. And so we can potentially use that in order to gain chocolate in the shop, and then also trigger level ups in battle and get the maximum value possible. So I think here we are going to win. Yeah, the Chimera stats favour health. So the lion that spawned there ended up having enough health to hang on and get the win. So here's the Cyclops. And I think, yeah, we'll just bring it in and probably, yeah, get the other one to 1.5 so it immediately starts getting some kind of value from the other Cyclops ability. Now, I wasn't 100% sure how this interaction worked before starting recording this. This was actually recorded before the previous Flounder video, which I'll link in the description. That one was based on a weekly, and so I had to release it at the time, even though I already had this one recorded. Yeah, the Cyclops ability, I think the way it works is that if there are multiple level ups at the same time, it doesn't go right to left or left to right. It's just random. So you do have to be a little bit careful if you don't have a high level Cyclops and you end up having too many units with gingerbread, and the units that you need to take the level up and gain the chocolate don't actually get the chocolate in the first place. So I did have a few misfires like that. However, Cyclops was changed in one of the previous updates to always give mana no matter what. So as long as we get at least 1 level up onto the Chimera, the Cyclops will be guaranteed to give it mana, whether or not we manage to get 2 level ups, which is the ultimate goal. So we get the Flounder here, and I think I'm hesitant to bring it in because we're obviously on 2 hearts here, not in the best shape. It would be nice to find some mana potions as well, to be honest. And now we roll into the Farmer Crow. So we can just sell the Sea Lion, put the Flounder up front, Farmer Crow in front, and then probably I should freeze the mana potion there, or maybe I'm just hoping for gingerbread. Okay, double mana potion. I think the value of the mana potions is still kind of questionable. I do find myself buying them a lot though. I think it's nice to be able to essentially give a snipe ability to any pet. Oftentimes you'll have units in your team that don't do anything in battle, but being able to snipe can often turn the tide in your favour. So here we end up scraping a draw. I think that was 4 squad, but they had permanent peanut on the pony at the front. So now we should just take the Cyclops. Yep, the Flounder will now level up both Cyclops and Chimera, so we should get some extra mana spread around from both Cyclops. And actually this is the same person here. They don't have the peanut this time, but they do still have the pony at the front. We are getting more mana this time. I think buying the mana potions actually disguises how little mana the Cyclops actually provide in this situation. But I think that was probably part of my plan all along, that I was just going to buy as many mana potions as possible as soon as I got the setup working. We don't really need to do anything with the units at the front. We can level up the Flounder just to get the chocolate now permanently, because the Cyclops are going to get leveled up in battle anyway. But it actually doesn't matter in the slightest if we do anything in terms of leveling the Farmer Crow. It's just there in order to activate the Flounder. So yeah, I don't want to take the chocolate on the Flounder, I don't think, because I would like to have everything leveling up in battle so that all of the units are getting mana snipes. And again, yeah, we can see we get the level up. This time we only have 20 mana because of the decay mechanic. But I think we should be okay. Yeah, the size of the summons is always kind of surprising. So yeah, where's this chocolate going to go? I guess I could put it on the Cyclops at the back, because then if we get the gingerbread for the Flounder, it will give 3 experience to the Cyclops at the back and make it level 3. So I think that's probably what we're going to do here. I don't want the Flounder to be leveled up in the shop and therefore be permanently stuck on level 3, so we can't get the extra mana from the activations. Yeah, I think I'm going to pass it up again. Okay, obviously thinking about it, yeah, I'm realizing I can't do that, even though the shop is trying to make me take the level up. We can take the Cyclops level up though. Yep, eventually. I think this is just me being extremely tentative because I hadn't really played that many games with this lineup, and so I wasn't entirely sure about exactly what I wanted in terms of perks on each unit. I guess we could probably have something like Steak on the Farmer Crow, but I suspect I don't have Steak in the pack. That's just one of those things that I rarely ever take in custom packs. So here this team has a very, very large Silver Fox with Melon. We don't end up removing the Melon with the Mana Snipe, and so we end up barely losing because of the 2 bananas at the back. Don't really need Mushroom on the Farmer Crow. Yeah, I guess I do have Cornucopia, so I could get Steak that way, but I think I am just rolling for the gingerbread, and we do finally get it. So now this is basically the setup that I was hoping for. We are on 1 heart, and our team is still looking a bit dubious. Obviously, this can be disrupted in many, many different ways. All it takes is for the Flounder to be moved in front of the Farmer Crow. I guess you can also face something like Mandrake. If Mandrake turns off the ability on the Farmer Crow or the Chimera, then it's game over. But I guess that's the case if you play the normal Chimera build, which is with Kitsune. But I was really trying to get this without involving Kitsune, because it seems like virtually every Chimera build involves Kitsune in some way. We might as well take another level up here with the Farmer Crow. Yeah, at this point, because the Flounder is going to be level 3, we're going to get the level up on the Chimera at the back. So it's not actually the responsibility of the Cyclops to give the Chimera any chocolate. And yeah, I can just take the permanent level up on the Cyclops in the middle here, because then we only need 1 more chocolate. Okay, this is looking quite good. It is a turkey summon team, but for some reason they have a Harpy Eagle at the front, although we do actually end up helping them out by sniping the fly. There still wasn't any space for the summon there. And although they do have this mushroom deer, they only have 1 locust. I think even if they had the max number of locusts there, we probably still would have won because of the sheer amount of health on the Chimera spawns. So yeah, I'm just looking for mana potion here because it's such good value when you're getting the level 3 Chimera. And then we take the chocolate to make sure that the Cyclops becomes level 3. And this looks like a bog standard Leviathan team that has probably Conpetoed or Water of Youth a bunch of units, because they have amalgamation at the front, which probably doesn't make a lot of sense. But in the end, the awkward Flounder team isn't going to be good enough anyway. To be honest, that was a pretty tame Leviathan team for turn 16, but still not surprising that we lost anyway. So after that, I had a few more attempts just adding Kitsune into the mix instead of having double Cyclops. And it really does make a huge amount of difference. Look at this turn 13 ridiculous Leviathan squad. Triple level 3 fish. But with Kitsune level 3, we're getting so much extra mana. And so the summons that we're generating are on a par with those level 3 fish. And with the additional mana snipe, we actually win. So I think probably if you see those two teams at the beginning, you wouldn't expect the Flounder team to win, especially when we've got level 1 base stats Farmer Crow at the front. Now I did just cut a little bit out there because I was spectating that Leviathan squad, but I think here I should just take the mana potion. Yep. And then it's another Turkey team. They do have Scorpion, which is going to do absolutely nothing because it's just going to knock out the two weak units at the front. And they do have a decent amount of summons here, but turn 14, they don't have any mushrooms. And I think, yeah, the goat is able to knock out the bus in one hit. And so we get the win. Far, far easier to get this squad going than it is with the double Cyclops though. And then here's another one, exactly the same lineup, with the Kitsune at the back, becoming level 3, providing a ridiculous amount of mana. It's going to be 40 mana. And this opposing squad is actually all level 3s. But they don't really seem to have much in the way of synergy going on. I assume this is just an achievement run. So Flounder is definitely a success story of the Corn Cob update. I think maybe it's slightly on the strong side for a tier 5, but it's still a really welcome addition for free-to-play players to be able to get chocolate a bit more easily.